Hey, it's AI Sarah Montana. Yes, I'm artificial, but my opinions on ChatGPT are very real. If you're wondering why you should listen to me at the Kicking SaaS Summit, well, because I'm the girl who turns voice notes into high converting sales pages before your coffee even kicks in. Today, we're going tactical. We'll review some spicy takeaways from yesterday's powerhouse speakers, and I'll show you how to actually use AI to move the needle, like money in the bank ROI. So let's make sure you don't leave Costa Rica with just a tan. Let's build something that works.
All right, that was not me. I did not make that video. It is 100% AI. My voice, the video, the scripting, everything about it.
You're wearing the same dress though, so it worked out perfectly.
I did record a video.
Oh, okay.
So I created it a few minutes ago, but I didn't say those words, and that was not me actually recording. So I recorded myself, I created an AI avatar of myself, I created a script, I cloned my voice, and I created a video completely without actually doing it. I could have done it in a different outfit and not had to re-record, but I did it just for the flash because I knew that Patrick would recognize my dress and be like, damn girl, she's got that going on. All right. The speaker wasn't working at the beginning there, but the reason that you want to listen to me today is I have a little bit of experience with ChatGPT. So I have a background in real estate and I have run several different companies. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I was at a point in my life that I was looking for a career change. I had just gone through a dramatic divorce, and I had 80 rental properties, I had owned a brokerage, I had done all the things, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna figure out who the hell I am, because I didn't know I was like full identity crisis. And I sold the rental property, and I knew a place that I could make a transition. I had just actually we weren't married yet, so we were going on vacation, and my new husband was also in a state of transition. He had just stepped down from his as the CEO of his tech company, 300 employees, down 85,000 in 12 years in a row, pretty badass. And he was at a point where he was looking for something new, and I don't know if you guys are the same, but when I go to a place like Cancun, I sit in the pool with my laptop and I work because I'm a little bit more calling. And I had this aha moment. I was sitting in the pool, I had just seen a video about ChatGPT. And I had this moment where I was like, holy shit, this is going to change everything. This is going to be the next internet. And so I essentially set the next 7 days. So my husband, look what I was gonna do. Oh my gosh, look what I was gonna do. Oh my gosh, look what I was gonna do. Absolutely blew my mind. And so I decided to dive into the deep end. I decided to test, to iterate. I dove in, I didn't have a course, I didn't have a guru, I didn't have a follow. But I decided that this was going to change the world, and I wanted to be a part of it. I'm probably about 5,000 hours into ChatGPT. I use it 12 plus hours a day and have been for almost 2.5 years. So I've learned a few things along the way. And ideally, I would like to allow you guys to run ahead and not have to iterate so much. So I want to know a little bit about you. Hopefully you've logged in on your phone. And just tell me a little bit about who you are. We've had so much fun here in Costa Rica. It's been an amazing event. Thank you so much for bringing it on and for having me here. And I feel like I've gotten to know a lot of you. But I don't know that I know everything about who you are and your business. So tell me what you're doing. Are you running a SaaS agency? Are you here because you heard this thing go viral and you're like, it can do all these amazing things and everything under the sun and more coming out of the pipe? And I want to jump on the bandwagon, or have you been in the trenches like Rupert forever and like, okay, I'm now attached to the ship because I know it's going places. So tell me about who you are. Why are you guys not answering? Why can't I see you answering? Is it because the internet's not working?
Yeah. Not cool. But it was just literally right before you said it. It was working.
All right. Keep going. So ideally, I'd like to put it into the phone. Tell me who you are, what's your business name, who do you help, what problems do you solve? In the meantime, shout it out. I know we've got credit repair agency over here, right? Nice. I know we've got a construction company that they have several employees, multilingual, 5 languages. I figured out, I couldn't even figure out what a pencil is. I don't know. What else? We've got Chanel glasses over here, working with big giant brands, making amazing things happen. We've got Airbnb hosts. All right, it's not working. Perfect. It was gonna be a super cool word cloud.
It's just spinning.
It's spinning, perfect. I love that for us. All right, well, we're gonna keep going. So put your answers in, because hopefully it will work down the road, and I'll still be able to add some value if you answer these questions for me. So what is the #1 challenge that you face in your business right now? We've talked a lot about brand. We've had some amazing speakers telling us that we need to create a brand for ourselves. We need to create a brand for our clients. We need to understand our target persona. We need to understand the core pain that they have. And we need to differentiate ourselves and provide a solution for them in a unique way. Maybe it's time management. We've got badass John over here that showed us how we were having all of this money leak out of our business through operations. All right, customer support. Who out there has an idle agency and you're like, I have to answer another question about how to find this and when to lose my run mine? Yes? Okay, perfect. What about content creation? Is that a tricky one? We all are, someone asked earlier, like, who's an influencer? We pretty much all have to be an influencer, right? It's like a necessary evil of what we do. But I was a theater girl. I was not in the ballet, like, her partner over here, whoever was under, being a ballet star, but I wanted to be a star, but I clearly was not. But most of us did not come out of the room ready to like become a social media star because it's difficult. It's difficult to create content. It's difficult to do that at scale, especially when we're trying to do all these other things in our business. So content creation is a big one. I love it. All right, please watch this. Laura, where are you? Thank you so much. So where are you at with AI? Are you like Laura over here like, what's AI? Or are you like some of these other speakers up here like, I got this in the bag, I'm a badass. And I'm like Bryce, I know everything there is to know about AI. Oh, wow, we got some confident people up in here. Bring it. All right. We got power users. I love it. Nobody is on the What's AI? I don't believe you guys. From what I heard in the hands raised earlier, either you guys are all being quiet or you're liars. Because a lot of y'all are like, what's a custom GPT, huh? All right. Oh, okay. There we go. Getting a little bit more honest. All right. Now that you have seen all these amazing speakers, I know it's been a little bit overwhelming, but like you're bringing some fire hose. And you've been given tools, you've been given systems, you've been given advice. Now that we kind of demystify it a little bit, it's just math, right? Like, it's just math. Okay, well, right, your mind was like that, but I don't know the difference between 1 and 0, and I'm telling you, like, it's not just math to me. It's really confusing. When you're not a coder, and you come from a marketing background where like maybe you were in real estate and you learned to write your own real estate descriptions, but now you have to do it in a completely different way. And with a whole set of tools, it's super overwhelming, right? Tell me what comes to mind. This is so cool. Just imagine like all these words coming up on the board because it's making a word cloud, but it's internet would work.
Personal.
Personal, yell it out, all right, let's do it. We'll be like, you can do your own little like star. Oh, bam. Compound interest of time, time savings, cost savings, opportunity, powerful, essential, excitement. I love it. My husband is in the HR space and he does presentations on ChatGPT. In a group yesterday, he was teaching a bunch of librarians because that's awesome. But he teaches HR people. They're not very forward thinking. So theirs are much different. It's scary, red tape. I'm gonna get sued, not necessary, impersonal, robotic. Powerhouse, streamline. Love it. All right, so this cute guy. Right here. Mark's not even. We have been married for about a year and a half. And we've been with each other for like, I don't know, 4 years or something like that. Essentially, right before that, we got together. He's my partner all the way. But he has opened my mind in so many ways I cannot even explain. I saw the compound interest of time. I came up from the real estate world. I love the idea of compound interest and creating generational wealth and being able to have passive income. And in my life, in my world, real estate is the way to go about that. And I went to a flavor for a playbook and I realized that another login is not another purpose for me. And that changed everything for me. And I'm like, all right, stop where we're at. Let's fucking do this. So Ryan has a little tagline he always says, like, we don't need a roadmap. Let's build the play on the way down. And he lives his life that way. Leaders lead out. So if you're leading an organization and you want to be on the forefront of AI, you have to forge the path. This is not something that has been done before. You are going to have to be the example, and you are going to have to lead your people and show them that it's not scary. It's just math. It's essential. We have to create that culture that understands that this is not going to just replace us. We are going to be able to create a better impact, a greater impact, and share our knowledge with people at a greater scale because of AI. And if we don't, we're going to get left in the dust. Cute girl. Oh, she's not even watching. I wanted like a woo, like represent in the house. It was my birthday. All right, I want you to think of AI as an amplifier, an amplification of you, of your business. It's going to be your competitive edge, and it's going to allow you to have that influence and impact that we talked about. A lot of times people think that it's just going to replace them. Oh, this is super easy. I'll throw this into AI. I never have to like think again. Or you talk to the teachers and it's like, oh, our children are never going to have like intellectual thought again. And that's just not true. If you utilize AI in the right way and you allow it to become an extension of you, it's not going to replace you. It's not going to replace your employees. It's going to amplify them. All right, so maybe the problem is not AI. Maybe the problem is you. That's my hot take for the day, is that we're going about it wrong. We have some amazing tools like CloseBot and things like that, that you don't have to become a prompt engineer. But my thought is that you don't need a better prompt. You need a better process. Right, Jonna? Yeah, buddy. All right. So she's so cute. All right, we're gonna actually dig in here. So one of the things that I want to talk about is how we're going to use your voice, not to create your own authentic voice, but your actual voice when you're interacting with ChatGPT. So we're gonna just dive in. Like I said, this is gonna be interactive. I'd love for you, if you want to keep coming forward, that's totally fine. Hopefully you have your computer. Let me know what you want to see right now. I interviewed a lot of you yesterday and I was like, all right, what do you see? They're like, okay, now we're gonna start. So what do you want it to be? User-generated content, create a blog post, a content calendar, creating and narrowing down my brand, creating a sales script for my business. Love it. Throw me a curveball here, guys. Something. How we made that video. Okay. Should we start there? Well, I'm not going to show you that, but I am going to show you voice. All right. How to make videos, how to handle objections. Love it. Write a 4-line rap intro for Sarah speaking about her being a badass at AI. Done. Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold. All right. Let's hop in to ChatGPT. First tip of the day. If you can use the actual desktop version of ChatGPT. They're very different. And the biggest thing that I can show you today is to use your voice. And unfortunately in the browser, their voice extension does not work well, especially the one that you like hit the microphone and it like tries to talk back to you. Like it's shit, it sucks. So download the desktop version and then use your phone to do voice memos. So as we continue through this stuff, I'm going to show you things. Pay attention to how I use my voice. So I have created a project. My husband here is the genius at projects. I am more the custom GPT girl over here, but projects is something that is newer and it allows you to create a knowledge base at a higher level and then dig into it on little chats and things like that. So essentially, I eat my own dog food and I have been recording all of the conversations that we've been having, all these amazing speakers. And so I created some knowledge-based documents and I'm just going to give you a little peek into what we can do and then we'll wind it back a little bit and dig in and show you how we actually got there. Does that sound fun? Yes. All right. You guys, I cleaned up my browsers so hard last night. You should be so proud of me. All right, we are going to go into Go High Level here. And this is something that I've created with my voice assistants. Right now I'm using Assistable. I have used the native inside of Go High Level for both voice and chat. They're all great. Right now, this is what I'm loving. So we're going to try it. I created my persona of Logan. He's my little like assistant today. And he is trained on the information about our speakers, what they've talked about. Some of the feedback that I got from you guys was, I wish I had a cheat sheet. Like, again, drinking like a fire hose. I wish I had a cheat sheet. Like, what did they say? What were the action items? What were the core ideas of their talks? And so I created that for you. If the internet will work and I can go to my tab. You can do it. All right. So we're going to go to my little assistant here. And it's called Kicking SaaS. And we're going to try this out. All right, is this on? Who wants to talk to my assistant and ask him about something that we've talked about over this weekend? Who wants to be my volunteer? Who has a question that they were like, oh, I wanted that takeaway from when Bryce was talking, but I forget. Come on. It's not trained on your talk yet, all right? Like, I could have almost done it, but it was just like a little bit too much. All right, come on over here.
Hey there, Logan here, ready to dive in and make some AI magic happen. What are we building today?
Logan, can you give me
Talk a little bit louder.
Logan?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, I love him. I love you, Logan. Can you tell
He's
me?
charming.
So charming. Tell me
Yeah,
3 takeaways from Spyglass Ops.
yeah. Hey, thanks for the love. Let's dive into those takeaways from Spyglass Ops. Here are 3 punchy nuggets for you. 1, customer-centric design. Always prioritize the user experience. Make sure your product is not just functional, but delightful to use. 2, data-driven decisions. Leverage analytics to understand customer behavior and optimize your operations for better results. 3, agile adaptation. Stay flexible and ready to pivot. The market changes fast, and so should your strategies. Hope that helps. Let me know if you want to dive deeper into any of these.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so a couple people, we were talking about like, let's create something. And the people on the screen were just saying that like they wanted to create some content. So we talked about like blog posts, maybe creating some social media. So let's like stay in the Spyglass Ops. Can you give me some like interesting quotes from Jonna that we could put into a carousel style post for social media?
Oh, I love this. Let's turn Jonah's wisdom into some scroll-stopping carousel content. Spyglass Ops meets social media magic. Let's go. Here's what he'll do. He'll craft 5 punchy Jonah-inspired quotes that are perfect for a carousel. Each one will be short, impactful, and designed to make people pause mid-scroll. Ready? Let's build. Slide 1, hook. Spyglass Ops, where clarity meets action. Slide 2, data isn't just numbers, it's the story your business is trying to tell. Jonah, slide 3. The best operations aren't the loudest, they're the ones you don't even notice. Jonah, slide 4. Your customers are your compass. Follow them and you'll never lose your way. Jonah.
Love it. That's awesome. All right, let's go to one of the different speakers. Let's talk about Rupert. I mean, he's clearly super knowledgeable and has so much information, but like I'm not techie. So a little bit overwhelmed as an agency owner of like how I would use that and things like that. So could you maybe create like an engaging LinkedIn post that he could create about adding tools and setting yourself apart in your business, utilizing the marketplace like he has?
Rupert's Brilliance LinkedIn =, a recipe for engagement gold. Let's craft a post that's approachable, actionable, and positions him as the go-to expert for leveraging tools to dominate the marketplace. Here's what I'm thinking. LinkedIn post draft for Rupert standout or blend in. The choice is yours. In today's crowded marketplace, being good isn't enough. You need to be different. And the secret sauce? The right tools. Here's the thing. Tools aren't just shiny objects. They're your competitive edge. They help you automate the boring stuff so you can focus on strategy. Deliver faster, smarter results for your clients. Scale without losing your sanity. When I started leveraging specific tool marketplace example, it wasn't just about efficiency, it was about elevating my business. Suddenly I wasn't just another agency, I was the agency. Pro tip, don't just add tools, integrate them. Make them part of your DNA. So here's my challenge to you. Look at your current processes. Identify one area where you're stuck in the weeds. Find a tool that solves it. The marketplace is your playground. Use it, master it, and watch your business transform. What's one tool you can't live without? Let's swap ideas in the comments. How's that?
Okay, I love that.
Approach.
That's awesome. Thank you. All right, we're going to be done here with this. And I know everyone's going to be sad because you're super witty and charming and probably better at this than I am. But let's talk about how you could utilize voice AI, someone like you, in these small business owners. So like customer service. I know we've got a construction company here and they deal with like multilingual people that are coming in and calling and he's having to communicate with his team and things like that. Or I work in the wellness space and I love being able to build like a customer service support, like front desk agent that can book appointments on calendars. It can answer questions. It can let them know about, feedback and reviews. We talked about reviews AI. Tell me how to utilize voice.
Oh, the power of voice AI. It's like having a supercharged assistant who never sleeps. Let's break it down for both the construction company and the wellness space. Here's how you can leverage voice AI to make life easier and business smoother.
Awesome.
For the construction company.
Thanks so much.
Glad.
You're so helpful.
You're welcome. I'm here to make things fun and actionable. If you ever need more AI magic or just a dose of wit, you know where to find me. Keep rocking your business world.
Really quick. Okay. It's super hot here. Can you just like give us a quick little like energy boost, like a jam? I know like Patrick wanted a rap and he's looking like he's sleeping over here. So like, give me something cool to
Yeah.
wake these people up because they are fading quickly.
All right, let's crank up the energy with a quick freestyle to get everyone back in the groove. Here we go. Yo, yo, wake up. It's time to rise. Logan's in the house bringing AI surprise. We're here to innovate, elevate, and create. No time for snoozing. Let's dominate. From construction sites to wellness vibes, we're building the future. No need to hide. With AI power, we're breaking the mold, turning ideas into gold, bold and sold. So Patrick, my man, don't you dare nap. We're on a mission. Let's close this gap. With rhythm and rhyme, we're setting the pace. Kicking SaaS Summit. Let's own this space. Hope
Nice.
that got the energy flow.
Damn, you are a rhymer, Logan. Way to go. I like it.
Thanks. Just trying to keep the energy high and the creativity flowing. If you need more rhymes or AI magic, I'm your go-to. Keep the momentum going and let's make some waves.
All right, let's do it. Everybody stand up. It's freaking hot. Like, whew. All right. Breeze yourself off. I will mute this now and I will change the screen. We'll get back to where we're going here. Is it Zoom that I need to go to? You need to share your screen. Now don't go anywhere. I just said you could stand up and like fan off. Okay, how is it so far? Are you guys learning anything? Has this been cool? All right, so that was a voice agent. Now let's go back to ChatGPT. All right, we talked about content. Now I'm going to show you how I'm utilizing the voice natively inside of ChatGPT. If you don't have this, it does work on your app, but you can also use a tool like Otter. So I am recording currently. How I was able to create all the knowledge-based documents while the presenters were speaking yesterday is I had Otter running in the background. This calls into all of my Zoom calls. It goes to meetings that I don't even attend, and it gives me the transcript. And then I take those transcripts and I create custom tools with them because it's the most authentic and unique way to get into the tone and voice of my client. So if I'm doing a needs audit with someone, why not take their actual words rather than trying to paraphrase and be like, oh, I think that, you know, Sarah is needing an operator because she like loses her shit at night every night because she doesn't have anyone that's like running the stuff in her business. Like actually take my voice that's saying like, I am the visionary and I know that I need an integrator, but I'm a complete control freak and I have a hard time passing things off. So that when she says that back to me, it's actually in my voice. So I can copy and paste this in real time if I'm chatting with someone, or I can take the transcript and copy it and put it in. I can save it as a file and add it as a knowledge-based document. So use your freaking voice. All right. All right, we were talking about social media and our friend Logan here gave us some awesome ideas about some quotes from Jean-Louis with Spyglass Ops. But if you could give me a carousel style post for Instagram for Spyglass Ops, just leading with value, giving him some important little nuggets and quotes that would be helpful for people trying to have better operations in their business. All right. So now that I've got it going, if I didn't like this, I have already trained this on Donna's speech. So it already kind of knows how she talks. But if I wanted to change something, I would not be like, it sounds okay, but like I would never say that. And then go and change it somewhere else. I would treat it like an assistant. If you hired an assistant, speaking of operations, if you hired an assistant and the first day you said, hey, I'd love for you to create a pain agitate solution blog post about why you need someone in operations and how it is leaking money out of your business. And she came back and was like, didn't quite hit the mark. Would you fire her? Probably not, right? You'd like give her a little bit of input. Be like, hey, so treat ChatGPT like your assistant, like it's a part of your team. pour into it the way you would a team member, and your output will be that much more beneficial. So if I wanted to give it feedback, I would click on the voice. If I had a client with me, I'd be like, all right, what do you not like about it? I work with a lot of wellness practitioners that are deeply passionate about what they do and their modalities and the way that they communicate their messaging. Their branding and their messaging is so important to them. It literally is part of who they are. And so they don't want something that's 90%. They want it 100% authentic. So, Jana, does this sound okay? Is there anything that you don't like?
It's a little like unspecific.
It's a little unspecific. Let's like give it a little bit more like that actionable, like not just like high level, like overview, like what can I do today to make an impact in my business? Like don't bullshit the people. Like we are direct. In my husband's knowledge base document of the how to write like Ryan K, we asked ChatGPT how to talk like Ryan because he has hundreds of videos that we've fed transcripts. He has hundreds of hours of his EMDR therapy sessions. So like he can randomly, if he's ready to like lose his mind, he can have a conversation with ChatGPT and like he'll lean him back over here. But his tone of voice is tactical profanity. So I like to kind of like bring that in, and I'm having my inner Ryan Kohler when I'm randomly swearing at you. So sorry. She's not here for fluff, guys. All right. How to find 6 figures hiding in your systems. Love it. You're doing the same thing 14 different ways. That was literally from what she was talking about. Do you remember the boat? Like we can have all these things and we're rowing in 10 different directions and we're not getting anywhere. That's awesome. I love it. All right. So now we're going to, we give them the direct as hell version. Love it. All right. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go into another tool called Gamma. And we're going to go to create new. And we're going to paste in some text and we're going to put in that information directly from what I said. We're going to go to social media and hit continue. I have created, let's see, we've got slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 cards. That looks good. I have created a little branding thing. Oh man, did it not get saved? I created you a cute one that was all with your theme and everything, but this will have to do. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. That would have taken me forever, right? Thank you. You're welcome. Oh my gosh. It's like worth coming. Was this helpful? Would that be helpful? I mean, maybe. Plug the leaks. Are you ready to plug the leaks? Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's literally so on brand for her, right? Now, again, it might not be perfect. There might be some tweaks that you need to make, change out your images. I'm not super cool like Tracy over here, and I'm not there yet with AI imaging. I don't love it. And so a lot of times I will go in and change some things out. But Dan Martell would say 80% done by someone else is 100% fucking awesome. Okay, let's go back. What else? What else do we want to do? Videos?
Write a LinkedIn post like Dan Martell would.
Ooh, okay. Thank you, sir. That actually was not a plant. I literally didn't ask him to do that. I'm going to show you a couple other things that you can integrate and have tools inside of Go High Level that are still custom so that you are sharing your unique knowledge and differentiating yourself from your clients. So did you have a question, Tracy?
One thing, like I just off of an event like this a month ago and made custom GPTs for everyone. I sent their slide decks through and it redid the messaging and it just amplified it all. So once you can send your slide deck through before a presentation and have it resonate even more to your brand.
Heck yeah.
customer
Love it.
and
Yeah, so amazing. Essentially that you can do a similar thing of like with your slide decks, any type of presentation. I mean, the whole concept here is that once you have created training, you can get that much better content. So this is another tool that I have custom created. It is built on customgpt.ai. I really like it because you can train it on lots of different knowledge bases. So I essentially went in here, I created an agent on who I am as Sarah Montana, what my style of voice is. I trained it on my website. I was logged in. But I have one here about Dan Martell, so I can show you. This is trained on Dan Martell's YouTube content. It has 5.7 thousand documents, 329 documents read. I don't even know, is that 449 million words stored on Dan Martell? Who knows who Dan Martell is? Buy Back Your Time, fantastic book. So let's ask him something. What did you ask for, Ryan? Write me a blog post. In the words and style of Dan Martell about what?
I think it's doing the project.
Oh, sorry.
Like, what you can do right in here though is, let's say that you wrote a LinkedIn post. I actually don't want this for one.
Oh, yeah. You could go and redo it.
Say, what would Dan Martell say about
All right, let's do that. Okay, so,
that carousel from GPT into it?
All right.
Say, what would Dan Martell think of this?
love it. So I'm gonna copy this. This is just the slides that we just made for Jana. Now I'm gonna go into the custom one over here and say, write me a blog post about this info from Spyglass Ops. Jana Lee. Oh, man, see, this wasn't part of my thing. He brought up Dan Martell.
Hang on, just say, type in there and say, what would Dan Martell say about, and then paste in what you just wrote.
Okay, I am gonna come over here because I wanted to show you guys this inside of Go High Level. So this is the same thing inside one of the custom menus inside of Go High Level. Now using this, write me a blog post. Style. And tone of Dan Martell. You've got a leaky bucket, my friend. It's not your marketing funnel, your sale, or sales process. The biggest hole in your business is your operations. The $100,000 ops audit, the SOP week challenge. Dan Martell is all about scorecards, right? All right. Do you see how this could be cool if you had a custom tool that was specific for a roofing company and creating content around roofing companies inside of your platform when you work specifically with roofers? Can you see?
If you were sick of your clients review their shit, you could build one of those for a view. This is why I built it. I was sick of one of my clients asking me to review all of his emails. I'm like, you should be asking GPT to, so I built that review thing. Like, paste your email in here, and it will give you some feedback about how the email was. So if you mimic all of your advice and stick it in there and charge an upgrade, I'll give you access to me to review the stuff you do.
This is another tool that I've created. I like for my clients, I'm trying to show you guys how you can create knowledge documents and things like that for yourself. But I try to teach people that in a like larger scale, and it doesn't work. Like they don't understand, they don't care, I don't know what it is, but it's difficult. So I've now taken like right, I've taken that out of the process and I prompt it on the back end for them. And I'm like, here, you are the expert in what you do, whether it's real estate or whether it's marketing or selling your BPs or operations, like you're amazing at those things. Like you don't need to be a prompt engineer. So let's go through. I've created a customized suite of tools and I'm going to walk you step by step of what you need to do to create authentic and engaging content in your specific niche. So let's talk about your business. Let's create your knowledge documents. Let's go and take, if you have a webinar you've done, you have videos that you've created, let's take all those transcripts, let's download them into ChatGPT, and then ask it the questions that you need. Hey, what do you need from me in order to create a knowledge base to create my authentic brand, to create my voice and tone guide? What are my content pillars? Who is my core avatar and what are their core pains? How can I agitate those? How can I become and set myself apart as the solution for those pains? And how can I dive in and agitate those very specifically and create customized email sequences based on their unique pain? So you might have 6 different client avatars. And if you create one bucket of messaging, it's going to be very difficult to really have it resonate with them. So let's go back to ChatGPT and say, so based on the conversations that we discussed, oh, hold on, I am in Spyglass Ops. Wait, I'm gonna go back to our workspace project here. So this is the one that's trained on our speakers. So let's go back and talk about Ruheen. She did an amazing job talking about our brand. And I would like to create some Instagram-worthy quotes from her talk. So just, 1 to 2 sentence punches that are just super impactful about having a personal brand, having a business brand. And I'd like you to give it to me in a list format with no quotation marks, no bullet points, and no numbers. So give me 30 ideas of Instagram style quotes that Ruheen could use for personal branding in her business. You crushed it. Love it. Okay, here are 30 Instagram style quotes. Who loves making Instagram content every single day? What? That's not fun for you? Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and take this. I'm gonna take 30 ideas. I'm gonna add these to a CSV file. All right. I know you're hot, so I'm gonna skip ahead here. But imagine if I put this into an Instagram or into a CSV file, saved it as a CSV, and then went into Canva and I created something that was authentic and correct and on brand for Ruheen. Something like this, pink, right? That's your brand. All right. So how cute is she? Like for the love. All right. So now I'm going to go to bulk create. Down here, hit this little button, bulk create. And I'm going to upload data. This is the CSV file that we just created. Now I have everything correct here. Is that correct, Ruheen? It's heylevi.ai. Okay. So do you like the look and style of this? If we like, for the most part. All right, perfect. Now I'm going to click on this quote. Got to make sure it's not like super big font because if it's a really long one, it's going to extend. So like sometimes you want to like move this up a little bit so that it does, like if it's a longer quote, it can go down. But then you're going to click on these 3 little buttons and you're going to hit connect data. Then you're going to hit continue. Then you're going to hit generate 30 design. And you're going to get 30 Instagram quotes from your talk and your presentation. And you can put that into the social media planner inside of Go High Level. And then maybe create some unique and interesting reels in the meantime But like for some core content that just so that you have that brand consistency, like, would this be helpful? Are you kidding me? Okay, so let's create some videos. Come on up here, please. Yes, you. And she was being my videographer though. All right, I'd like to create 5 different viral TikTok scripts for Raheen to talk about branding and how it makes an impact, and make sure you're using some amazing hooks. I want to include the proper SEO hashtags and keywords, and a caption that goes along with it, and the script in order for us to create some TikTok videos. So little tip, if that ever happens, you can just hit like retry. Also, if it's in the middle and you're doing like 100, say you were like 30 is not enough, I need 365. It will do 365. Every once in a while, it will time out. You can literally just write continue. It'll start right off where it was. All right.
About to own TikTok.
Dang. Okay, everyone's here. Perfect. All right. Look, which one of these resonates with you? You don't need a logo. You need a legacy. Your niche is your brand.
The question might be which one does not resonate.
Okay, we'll just choose one. Thank you so much for telling me I did such a great job.
I love this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, did we plan this? Did I give this to you ahead of time? Was I like, oh my gosh, be prepared, I'm gonna take you up on screen?
Oh, my brain is melting right now.
It's fine, you guys, she's doing great. Oh, look, we got Bryce up here. I tried this with him earlier, but I won't make him come up. All right, this is called BigVu. And as you can see, I use it here with my practitioners. This is an example of a client. He wanted to completely rebrand his entire website after I had just built it, which was super awesome. He decided to do an about face. I work with babies and I'm an osteopath, and that is my core audience. And now I work with car accident victims. Okay, perfect. So like one afternoon at like 5 o'clock, I rewrote all of the content for his website. In between patients, I interviewed him for like 5 minutes. I got his voice. I got him to explain it to me quickly. He wanted to like sit down and have an hour meeting. I was like, just tell me what you want. Like, all right, like who's the audience? Why are we doing it that way? Okay, like how do you solve it? How are you better than them? Like who do we want to, like how are we going to talk to them in their unique voice? I got that for him. He went in and worked with the patient. I wrote all of the content for his website. I also created 9 video scripts for every single page on his website. Then when he got done with that patient, I went in and I was like, we're going to do this right now. And I put this on the screen. I didn't let him look at it ahead of time. I gave him the script. We recorded all 9 videos, and he was out of the office by 5:45. And when he got done, he was like, that would have taken me 2.5 months. All right. Oh, where did she go? Oh, she's right here. Okay, let's do this. So we got a script. Come on over. How fast do you talk?
Me?
Ryan talks like 280 words a minute. I talk 210 words per minute. We tried Bryce at like 209. It did not work. He was too slow. So, all right, come on up here. We're going to give you 198 was not the move, right, Bryce? We're going to give you, I like 110. It works pretty well for me. All right. Do you think you can do that?
Can.
All right, come on over here. Look into the pretty little camera.
Where's the little camera?
Right here.
Oh.
And we're talking.
Am I waiting for it to count down?
Yep. Go.
I'm gonna say something that might ruffle feathers. Niching down isn't enough anymore. Your niche is the who, but your brand, that's the what and why. The real question is, what problem do you solve so well that you become the only option? When you brand the solution, not just the service, that's when people buy without thinking twice.
Was that hard?
Can I give you a mic so you can drop it?
Do it. All right, we're gonna save this. This particular tool is awesome in the sense that I can upload it. It takes a hot minute, but then I can go in and it will do all of the captions for me. It will take out all of the ums and ahs. It will brand it to my colors, put my logo on it, upload it to YouTube, upload it to socials, all in like under 5 minutes. Would that be helpful? All right, how are we on time? Are we getting tired? What do we need to do? This is amazing,
My gosh, seems to.
right? All right. Is that all I had? That's all I had, apparently. Okay, I'm not gonna do that yet. Hold on. So, let's open it up for questions. You can, on your phones, input questions specifically if you'd like. I probably won't be able to get to all of the questions, here, but if you actually input them into the program, I will create automated follow-up sequences for you specifically. So for example, I may or may not want to know what your guys' core pains are so that I could write you automated follow-up. So if I were going to create a demo on the fly, and I wanted to create a slide deck to show people how they could create an impact in their business by creating custom tools that are specific to their core pains. And if they learned how to create AI as an extension of them and train it with knowledge documents and train it with their voice and have it sound like them and it will resonate better with their audience, how would I create a slide deck for that presentation? And yeah, that's all. So then I could just go put this into my slide. But now I'm going to ask it what questions I could ask you in order to follow up more authentically, in order to follow up and agitate your specific pain. So let me show you one of the things that I did with our speakers. I went in and said to my little Kicking SaaS, I want to create a takeaway for all these awesome people at the Kicking SaaS Summit from all these amazing speakers with their core ideas, the key takeaways, the actionable items that they can implement into their business tomorrow so that they can see an ROI. Can you create me a cool PDF style document that I can share with them as a takeaway so that they don't have to keep recording and holding up their phones because their arms are getting tired? I did use a bit.ly link. I have this ready to go for you guys. We can use some CloseBot action here in a little bit, and you can text the word speakers, and it's gonna send you a link with this information. But I also used a bit.ly link so that I can update it with the rest of the speakers so that you have a full comprehensive Kicking SaaS Summit speakers guide. Does that sound good? All right. Any other questions? Yes.
You talk about training agents. Can you dive a little bit deeper into what training an agent means? How to build a knowledge base, how to think about that?
Yes, let's do that. So, who wants to be an example up here? Who wants me to build a custom knowledge base for them? Patrick, come on up. So, let's start from scratch. While you're walking up here, I want to let you know, so building a custom GPT, in my opinion, is a great way to do this. If you're using just regular chat GPT and you're doing chat after chat after chat, if you start a new chat every time you decide to come up with a new idea of, oh, I'm going to write a LinkedIn post, or I'm going to write a blog post, or I'm going to write a customer engagement sequence, you're starting a new chat every single time. I think it's like taking your assistant and hitting them upside the head with a 2x4 every morning and watching them in between. ChatGPT is some of the other ones that they are getting better, where it's training throughout the whole thing. But you really want to have that specific information and not start a new chat every time. So if you work with multiple clients, I have a thread or a custom GPT or a custom workspace for each of my clients. But if you are a solo entrepreneur and you're doing everything in your business, whether it's customer engagement, if you are trying to create emails, you're trying to create marketing, you're trying to create SOPs for your team, honestly, you can really keep it all together because the more it learns, the more it becomes an extension of you, the more it feels like you, the less you're going to have to do training.
I have a question.
Yes, Patrick.
I've noticed I can project. I
Okay.
was having that issue that you were talking about, starting a new conversation.
Hold on, hold. Don't ever talk without this thing running. So we're gonna start a new one. This is not trained, other than by my awesomeness and just it knows me, but come on over here. All right, what was your question?
Topic you just covered 10 seconds ago. Does ChatGPT get smarter about remembering what's cross conversations if they're all on the same project?
Yes.
Okay, because I
So
just noticed that.
especially on the project side of things, that's the whole concept, is that you are training a project as a whole. You can have individual threads inside of that, but the knowledge-based documents that you have trained on that is working on that from a whole. So if you're gonna have a brand voice document, you're gonna have a content pillars document, you're going to have your avatars documents, that would be inside of your project. Then if you wanted to have one that was for SOPs and for team building and hiring and writing job ads, that would maybe be one thread, and then one over here for all your social media content.
Thank you.
Tell me what you do.
I am a guy who builds complicated automations to nurture leads for thought leaders and speakers.
Okay, that's awesome. Tell me your name.
Patrick Almond,
Almond, and what's the name of your company?
Stop Doing Nothing Media,
Love it. Is that your website?
stopdoingnothing.com.
Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and this is a little bit of data, but let's go ahead and create a knowledge-based document for Patrick.
Okay.
In order for him to create more content, you want to start doing, do you have a platform that you're trying to really focus on right now?
Yeah, so I call the people that I work with, I'm transforming them from entrepreneurs to playmakers, and we have an ascension path with 3 levels: approach, accelerate, and ascension are the 3 tiers that you can hire our company to work with.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 3-part framework. We love frameworks. If you have an idea, put it into a little box, give it a handle so someone can walk around with it. It makes them feel, it makes them remember. So tell me your 3-part process one more time.
Approach, accelerate, and ascension.
All right, so let's go ahead and create our full knowledge-based document for Patrick. I like to use Markdown language, and I save files in Google Drive under a TXT file. It makes it easier. I'm not a programmer. Bryce is like, she's an idiot. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's what I do. I don't know. Maybe it's not necessary, but it works for me. Now, again, I know this is a lot and we can be done here. If I was going to ask questions, if I was going to continue, this is what I would do. How does it sound so far?
So far, so good.
It's not messing around.
While we're waiting, I used my custom chat GPT, signed up for a Gamma account, and created a slide deck before you were done talking about
Damn
Gamma.
it.
You are
I've got
so-
the links. I'm gonna send you guys. You can call my agent and talk to him and he'll send you an email with it.
so
Jeez.
badass. You are such a badass.
All right, so this sounds really good. I feel like you did a pretty good job with very limited knowledge, but what are the questions that you need to know that I could answer? So in some like interview style questions that you can ask me for you to be able to create like a kick-ass knowledge document suite. So what did I not give you that you need in order to just be like amazing and for the content to be on brand every single time?
Talking to me.
No, I'm not talking to you. Come on back. So ask it. It is smarter than you. I'm sorry, but it's smarter than you. It just is ones and zeros over here, but it actually knows what it's talking about. So ask it what it needs to know.
I don't even stay here.
I mean, if you can stay here. Come on, we're fine. He's letting me use his room, like go to the random bathroom. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm always down for that.
So example, onboarding. I built an AI bot for a mastermind. They had a 63 question onboarding form, right, Jana? 63 question type form. No, thank you. When you guys are onboarding new clients, do you have things you want to know about them? Do you want to know about their goals? Do you want to know about their current revenue? Do you want to know about their current systems and processes? What are their SOPs? Who are the people on their team? How are they, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to grow? Are they trying to exit? Those are very different things. Like, are we trying to maximize profit, or are we looking ready to exit the company and to make sure that we have our EBITDA correct? Like, those are very different. All right, so then what I would do is answer the questions, talk to it, have a conversation. But you can do the same thing. Do this with your clients, whether you're sitting down with them and you want to show, like, be the magic, don't show them your computer and you can have a magic wand and they don't even know about it. Or you can turn it around and be like, yeah, it can either be good, fast, or cheap. Those are your choices, but you can only choose two. And I happen to be fast, but it's not because I'm cheap. It's because I put 3 years into learning how to do this quickly. So yeah, when I turn around and send Jana a slide deck for her presentation in 1 hour, or whoever's up next, like Mario is up next. Like, hold.
I don't think you hear me, I'm Jim.
Mario is a freaking badass at automation. He works with Pro Tools, so high level Pro Tools. They sponsored this event. It's been amazing. He's coming up. He's going to show us what you can do with like N8N and Make and Zapier and all these things. And when you're not a coder, it's very overwhelming. So like, let's create a slide deck so that we can explain it like a 5th grader, because we've been drinking from a fire hose all weekend and it's super overwhelming. So let's create a slide deck that's easy to understand and some little unique nuggets about how automations and systems and processes can make an impact in your business as a solopreneur, as a content creator, as an expert that is leading massive companies and helping them find hundreds of thousands of dollars, or someone that's just starting off and they don't even know who their target audience is right now. They haven't quite figured out those customer personas. How can we break it down for them step by step? Create the full slide deck for me. Do we need to do another dance? Like, get up, it's like, okay, everyone go to your neighbor and like grab like a computer or like a fan or something, go jump in the pool. As long as you have your phone, you can go in the pool, I don't care. All right, we got 12 slides. So let's go back to Gamma. Oh. You don't need 1,000 followers. You need one system that respects your time. Love it. $50,000 to $100,000 sitting in broken systems. Does that sound right? DM, automate me. Can you get that set up for me real quick, Mario? Just so you know, people are going to say they're going to DM automate me. So you might want to figure that out. All right, I'm going to go back to Gamma. Mario, your color is like green and blue and black. All right. By the way, here is your little high-level overview of all your speakers. If you'd like, I can send that to you. No, I don't want you to. Make sure you remove the instructions. We're going to bump it up to 12 slides. Hit continue. We're going to look at some themes here. We got blue, green. Hi, yeah, green. That looks cool. See, this is not on brand for me. Normally, like, this is not in my Canva. I don't have this. But like, I'm not like a super cool bro automation that like knows what like DigitalOcean and N8N is. Are you so proud of me? He's not even listening. I'm just kidding. Automation magic without coding.
Can't read that.
True that. You don't need to code, you need to click. Okay, I'm not in love with the font, I'll be honest, like it's very difficult to read. So like I'm gonna go back to theme and change that up because it's not fun. So in real time, it changed the everything.
Is Gamma expensive?
Yeah, no. And you could do it for free. Gamma's free for, like, you could do a lot for free. So you, like, when you sent me your slide deck, so you can give it your slide deck and it will create a theme for you using your past slides and things like that. Yeah, like, so you can go in and edit and do a bunch of things like that. Any other questions? Yes?
Gamma export to like PowerPoint.
Yep. So what I do, so there's a couple different options. One, I did a bunch of videos. I was creating like an LMS for someone, and I was creating training documents for a kids like workshop place. And I essentially created all of these little like tutorial videos that made it so that, oh no. Made it so that I had something cute to go along, but it was really like voiceovers is what I was doing. So I just wanted to have something to go along with the videos. So I created them, then I downloaded them as a PowerPoint. So you could just go put it directly into PowerPoint if you want, or AHA slides. Like if you do something like this, I highly recommend AHA slides in the sense that like you're gathering data, which allows you to then follow up systematically based on what their unique pain is. But then I typically go into Canva and I put it in there because I have my brand kits and things like that. I prefer Canva. So like for me, I took my presentation and I put it in here, and then I went through, if I don't like my brand colors, I can go to my brand kit here and I can change things out. So like another thing, going back to the Instagram post, like I don't probably want all 30 of these to be the same. So if I wanted to make this more wellness works colors, I would go to my brand and I would change up these one click at a time so that I could make them each different and unique. So I like to do it inside of Canva, but it's just because that's what I like. But anything else? Ready? All right. Essentially, I don't really have an offer for you guys. I love working with AI. I think it's freaking awesome. And I do AI consulting in people's businesses. So if you want custom tools that you want built for your clients, that's something that I can do for you. But I really love the idea of a mastermind. And so I have joined some masterminds recently, and I've been creating some masterminds. And I think that it's a really great way to share information and to learn from one another. This is great, but when you're in a little bit of a smaller, unique space and you're getting together on a regular basis, you learn the ins and outs of each other's businesses and things like that. So I do have an AI mastermind that we would be doing a weekly call if you want to kind of like break down, and it would be actionable things like this. Like we'll build your knowledge-based documents, we'll build you some custom tools, show you how to do it, give you assignments each week, hold you accountable, figure out what your goals are, but then have other like-minded individuals that can share their ideas and things like that. So I'd be happy to do a strategy call with you if you have any questions. And yeah.